All right, well, Randy, I mean, this is going to be your first fight as a member of the UFC, right? So, you got any emotions and nerves going into this one?
Nope.
Nothing?
Nothing at all.
Well, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm embracing it. I'm having fun. So this is cool, you know. I like this kind of thing. So I'm enjoying it, enjoying the moment.
What was it like to be up there, I guess for the first time in front of this kind of crowd?
It's cool, man. It feels natural. It feels natural, you know. It feels like this is what I'm supposed to be doing, you know. So it feels really good. It feels really good.
Well, talk about your career for a second. I mean, I know you started with that, boxing originally. How did you, I guess, grow going from boxing and transitioning into this?
Mostly, I used to go to school by TCI in the city, and Henzo Gracie Academy is right around the corner from me. So I ended up going in there, you know, checking it out, and I didn't never look back since. Man, jiu-jitsu was amazing. Jiu-jitsu was amazing, so I kind of fell in love with it, and I'm doing some good things on the ground, so it's good.
What's it been like so far? Just obviously your career 6-0, and going into this one, the UFC fight. How's it been for you?
It's been good, man. It's been a lot of ups, a lot of downs, as far as training and stuff like that. But I'm just enjoying the whole ride, man. It's been an amazing experience, and I'm enjoying it. This is, like I said before, this is what I'm born for. This is what I'm bred for, and I can't wait to just introduce myself to the MMA world on a Saturday night, so a Saturday afternoon. So that's gonna be good.
What do you expect the competition to be like going from where you were with ROC into MMA, into UFC rather?
I expect it to be a little more, higher caliber, but nothing I can handle. Like I said in my feature on UFC Fight Pass, there's a lot of high caliber fighters out there, but I'm one of them, high caliber as well. So now it's just my time. So.
Obviously, you train out of Queens. I mean, that's been your home for the most part, and this is right around the corner almost, essentially. It's right next door, and you'll be making your first appearance on UFC right around the corner. What's that like for you?
Oh, that's amazing, man. That's amazing. That's, having the support of my hometown, the support of everybody, support of my fellow Jamaicans, I think that's amazing. It's like I said, it's an amazing experience, and I'm just here to enjoy it, man. I'm enjoying it, and I'm embracing it.
Will you have a lot of family there? Will you have a lot of people coming?
Oh, I should, yeah. I have a lot of family coming, a lot of friends, there's a lot of people, man, a lot of supporters. I have a lot of support, so it's good. I'm happy.
I read that you were first introduced to MMA, UFC 80, BJ Penn and Joe Stevenson, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was 8 years ago this week. You won the ROC title a year ago this week,
yeah.
And now here you are, mid-January, making your UFC debut.
Yeah.
Did you put that all together? Or was it just my crazy math?
I think that was your crazy math, but I didn't think about that before. But that's crazy. That's crazy to think, So.
Do you remember sitting there watching that fight? Was it live? Was it like after
no,
the fact?
I watched it on TV, man. I was a young kid. I was really poor. I didn't know anything about MMA. I just kind of was just sitting there watching TV, and it was just like, I saw Joe Stevenson and BJ Penn going at it. It was bloody as hell. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, I like
nothing
that.
about MMA?
Nothing at all.
And so you see BJ Penn annihilate him and start licking blood off his gloves. Do you think that this is completely insane, or you actually thought, wow, this is something I want to get into?
Instantly it was something that I pretty much just fell in love with it right then and there, man. I was like, oh, this is crazy. You can hit someone on the ground too, And I'm a martial artist overall, so I kind of fell in love with martial arts, you know what I mean? I embrace all the arts. I just love the culture, It's fun. It's fun, so,
How soon after that do you start to actually training in martial arts, like jiu-jitsu, things that comprise, when put together MMA?
First it was basically Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I was there for a while doing jiu-jitsu, and then I got introduced to he's over there, Sensei Nardu. He's over. If he was here, I wanted to grab him. But I got introduced to him, and he is an amazing martial artist, amazing person, amazing human being, and he just showed me the way, man. Showed me the way of just the martial spirit, the martial way, martial arts, and just being, like I said before, like being complete and just being, being like water and just flowing and understanding the way of the martial art, So he kind of introduced me to that more so than just competition, and I feel like that helps me out a lot, man. That's a big game changer, So yeah, he pretty much introduced me to everything.
Now you grew up in Jamaica, correct? Or,
yes.
Okay. How long did you live in Jamaica until you came over here?
I lived in Jamaica for about. Well, when I was 4 years old, I went to Jamaica. I came back when I was about 15, and I've been going back and forth ever since, Don't let this voice fool you, the accent, Say, Jamaica, I come from, born and grew up, isn't master, so, mad.
So, over there training, I'm guessing you were doing a little bit of training boxing, I guess, when you were over there. What are some of the comparisons, training over there compared to over here?
Well, the weather's nice. The weather's nice all the time, and it's just different. It's a little more gritty. It's a little less equipment, that type of thing. It's like just dirt, a lot of dirt on the ground instead of concrete and nice canvases, stuff like that. But it's a character builder, you know. So I like it.
So you're the second fighter that's coming off of the reality show. The first was Sage. He's had incredible success. He just so happens to be fighting on this card. Did you watch his success? Have you seen his 2 fights? Have you said, all right, and I know you're not the kind of guy to get, nervous and things like that, put pressure on yourself, but he has kind of paved the road here for the guys coming off of the show. Do you feel any pressure at all to try to replicate what he's been doing?
Not at all, because I'm confident in my preparation. So I know exactly where I'm going, and I know I have a lot of support behind me. I'm ready to rock, man. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to just embrace everything. So I no pressure whatsoever, and I know exactly what I'm gonna do. And Saturday afternoon, I'm just gonna go out there and just show you guys, That's it.
You've also said that when Dana was there, you knew about it at the fight in, I believe it was November, at Ring of Combat. But then once you got into the fight, you didn't think about him at all. And then you got to meet him afterwards. Did you think, though, that this would happen so quickly? 2 months later, you'd be in the UFC and they'd be pushing you like this? I know in the back of your mind you probably thought, okay, there's a chance here, but this fast?
No, not like this. Not like this. Not at all. But definitely knew I'd be in the UFC. It was just a matter of time. But like again, I said, I'm so grateful for the opportunity. And I definitely knew that I would be here. Just a matter of time. But never would have thought in a million years that it would have happened like in a couple months, like 2 months later.
Right.
But I knew Dana was there, and I had no pressure, man. No pressure whatsoever. I'm just there to do what I do.
Did he call you to tell you that you're in the UFC?
Yeah, he called me personally, and I spoke to him. That was an awesome experience. That right there was just dope. So that was cool.
Did you see the 702 number on your phone? And if so, did you know it was him right away?
I kind of got a hint that he was going to call.
Okay.
So then he called, and then I was.
What did he say? Like, how did he introduce you to the UFC? Do you remember?
I don't think I could say it on camera. But
he swore when inviting you.
but it was good though. It was good. It was a great moment. I'm never ever gonna forget.
How'd you celebrate?
I didn't because, like I said, I'm happy that I'm in the UFC. I knew I was gonna be in the UFC. I can't celebrate yet. I'll celebrate on Saturday night after I get the W.
Randy, you mentioned that you grew up poor, obviously, and what has your rise been like, and how was that growing up?
Oh man, that was tough. It was tough, but you know what? It's a character builder. That's all I'm gonna say. And it made me who I am today, and I'm grateful for it. And if I had to live it all over again, I'd do it. So I feel like it made me a better man. It made me tough and just being able to handle things under pressure. You know what I mean? It just gave me the sense of gratitude and understanding of things. So.
Do you think it's hard for New Yorkers to stay focused? Because if you're in Florida or Pennsylvania, your membership dues are $70 a month. In New York, if you're at Henzo's, it's $300, or Marcelo Garcia's is $250, plus you got rent, plus. So do you think some people are at an advantage because they don't really have to struggle just to make ends meet, just to make gym memberships?
Absolutely. Where I'm from, a lot of the guys, that's why a lot of guys just box or do kickboxing and stuff like that, because in martial arts you have to have the money to be able to go here, pay for this, you have to go here, pay for that, you have to travel, you have to do there's so many things you have to do, but being that, I was so hungry, people saw that I was so hungry for it, and they always gave me opportunities, always gave me opportunity to, like at Henzo Gracie Academy, I cleaned the mat for years just to be able to train, pay my dues, and they pretty much just took me under their wing there. Same thing with my sensei Nardu. He took me in over at Budokan Martial Arts Academy, and I actually lived there for 4 years. I was homeless for 4 years, lived there for 4 years, and I just kind of just grinded it out, man. Grinded it out, stayed there. I cleaned up the place, slept there on the tatami mats, and yeah, I just grinded and I just did what I did. So now here I am.
And your team, just watching you guys, that's a super close-knit group. You got one guy filming, you got one guy holding gloves, you got one guy making sure you have water. Is that the way you guys always are?
We're a unit. We do everything together, and it's always, and I always had everyone with all attention on me, and everyone kind of just helping me out and like boosting me together because everyone sees the potential in me, and I'm kind of, that's why I feel like I'm never feel anything under pressure, because of that, so we're all tight and we always stick together, we're like one big family, man, so yeah.
And that doesn't add pressure at all that you have, if you lose, fine, you lose. But if you lose, now you have all that pressure like, I lost for coach and I lost for dad. No?
Not at all. And first of all, I never even think about losing, so that's not even in my mind at all. So, that's something that doesn't even come across my head. But
so if I win for me and I win for coach and I.
We win for everybody. I win, we all win.
Guys, one more question.
How many people will you have in attendance that are supporting you that that you've been, around the last few years that you've grown up with?
Quite a bit. So I'm expecting Jersey, New York, Queens, you know, everybody, you know, especially from my neighborhood, all my people, you know, I expect all my Jamaican people and everyone to be there, so it should be good. A lot of people should be watching from home as well, so it's going to be good.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. All right, nice meeting you. Thank you.